Greetings, the Dancing Yogi here. Today we're going to do a video about just a channel video, and we have prepared a question. My friend Ruth here is going to ask the question, and I will go into a channel with the Nyana Collective. And the Nyana Collective is a benevolent, unseen energy force of 5D frequency that comes through and is available to assist us and guide us on our journey through these very interesting times that we're living through as we try to be to anchor light and love to the planet in order that this transition may be peaceful and as smooth as possible. Okay, I'll go ahead and go into trance now. Greetings and good day. And we are the Nyana Collective. We are happy to be here. We are happy to commune and to interact with you in your state, wherever you are on this day at this time. And remember that the energy will be relevant to you appropriately, no matter what the timeline. Thank you for your interest in this channel, and we'll now have the inquiry from our friend Ruth.
Good day. Thank you for being here with us. Today, we want to ask about the relationship or relevance between fear and prudence in things as we care for our bodies. Is it fear that causes us to go get medical advice and service? Where does fear belong, or does it belong in all of this?
Thank you. The relationship between fear and prudence. Very nice question. So what is it that says, oh, I should go to the doctor, or oh, I should cross the street because what's going on this side of the street looks dangerous, or oh, I should not engage in another glass of wine because I'm driving home. What is that? Is that fear? Is that prudence? We understand that sometimes fear gets a really bad reputation. It is associated with the ego, with the third dimensional plane, with the body, and with the lower chakras. And yet, fear is also your friend. And it is a monitoring device. It is a way to say, hey, is this really what you want? Is this really the choice you want to make? For example, you've been having chest pains. Do you really want to eat 4 pepperoni pizzas tonight or 4 slices of pepperoni pizza? You know, it's really just the basic survival skills onto which the higher chakras are able to have a platform to stand on. So you're creating a platform, a foundation of good health, of what you like to call common sense. Another way to say that is prudence. Prudence meaning being careful, being self-aware, connected to the body, able to hear its protesting and heeding its protesting, or at the very least, investigating. So, you know, semantics, language can be very limiting. And words like fear can be put in a box that says, this is bad, and left there with all of those borders around it and boundaries, like gagged and bagged up. I cannot deal with fear. And that is let us say, not the most broad minded or open hearted way to hear these messages. We are not here to give you hard, strict rules to follow, but to give you a tether to wisdom through which the body is a player, a teammate, if you will, a friend. And the body is not your enemy. The body is the platform, the vessel through which your spirit, your soul, is enjoying its adventures on planet Earth, and also able to achieve the purposes that of ascension, coming here to aid in ascension. So you may have one purpose, you may have many purposes. You may have already sort of achieved what you came here to achieve, and now you're just enjoying yourself. There's many, that's all between you and your soul family to discern. And of course, the Nyana Collective is always available if you call. We're simply a fifth dimensional frequency, and anyone that is resonating with the inquiries that you make, anyone who has relevant information, whether they are in a body or not, can, a fractal of their soul can join in together with the fractal of your soul to investigate and to help guide you in the choices you make. So listen to your body and don't ignore pain. Pain is a messenger. It is sometimes so disregarded that it has to go to drastic lengths to get a message across to you. And sometimes it's a more subtle thing than that. And the problem is that when you feel pain, you often misdiagnose it or misinterpret it. You misinterpret it to mean, oh, what should I do? And perhaps you think, well, I need to work harder and be more dynamic so that I don't have to deal with pain. But it may be a message of, you are shedding old skin and shifting into something different. You need to be still, and you need to draw into yourself for a while in stillness. So if it's your knees, you need to go on your knees in communion. That doesn't literally mean on your knees, but it means you need to be still and connect to the tether you have with the benevolent unseen. And so those are the messages the body can say, hey, something's not quite right here, or there's a shift that you need to be aware of. And once you are sort of you get better and better at this. It may start out very awkward and clumsy when you first start to try to communicate with the body through your spiritual guidance. You may misinterpret a lot of things at first, but that's okay. You're just learning. You're on that learning curve. And much of it has to do with being very aware, being very tuned in to what's going on in your mind, what's going on around you, what's going on in your body. You'll get a message, okay, there's something you need to look at. There's something you need to stop, slow down, breathe into this, and let's see what's going on here. So um, often it just becomes a foregoing judgment, giving the benefit of the doubt to whatever it is that you're protesting against, and your body will protest right along with you. Your body will seize up, it will stick, it will lock, it will repress. These are all warning signs. So we do not think of that as fear. We think of that as prudent self-awareness. And what do you do? How do you respond? That's really the important part of all of this, is once you're aware of it, then you want to settle down, calm the waters. You're not in a race. This is a new idea for many of you. That doesn't mean get stuck in the mud. There's always that balance. If the guitar string is too loose, it won't play. If it's too tight, it breaks. So that is that balance of the Siddhartha fame of finding just that right balance. So we hope that this answers that question. We thank you so much for joining this channel. The Dancing Yogi is a movement healing specialist who also is a channel for the Nyana Collective. And we hope that you enjoyed this video, and we hope you'll come back and be in commune with us again. We want to remind you, you don't have to be on a video to commune with your soul family, to commune with the benevolent unseen. Namaste.